Welcome to Crypto Intuition. I would like to begin by saying that I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say should not be mistaken for financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. When I first began investing over 10 years ago, I could honestly say that it had not been a smooth one. The first time around, I jumped into the investment world with nothing but just hope of making quick cash. It turns out that it isn't so easy. There is lots of psychology involved in investing, and if you don't know that, you are in for a treat. In other words, it's not for the faint of heart. You start panicking, you sell too early, you sell too late, or buy too early or late. You start doing things that normal people do. You start saying, darn, I should have bought more. Humans are naturally born to be bad investors. Don't blame yourself if you are. Let's take a look at SafeMoon, for instance, as this is the perfect recent phenomenon every crypto investor has been familiar with. One of the onset of the craze, that is SafeMoon, was that the returns was ludicrous, that people who got in super early made a lot of cash. Then the huge sell-off happened, then the gradual decline to even lower prices, forcing inexperienced investors to panic. Then there were some who were just resilient and didn't budge. There were people who invested $50,000 only to watch their investment dwindle to a $40,000 loss. Many people did the human thing to do, follow. They simply bought just because somebody told them to do so without research of their own. So while caught in the hype, they bought at the wrong time. It is not easy to remember that when everyone is already talking about an investment, the price has already adjusted to the hype, meaning it may have been overpriced. There are exceptions, of course, but very few. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway is the only one I can actually think of. One can make a good argument for Bitcoin and Ethereum, but the price of both cryptos have not yet reached the level of over 400,000. Will Bitcoin and Ether reach that level? Many think they will eventually. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Now back to SafeMoon. The past 3 days, as of the recording of this podcast, the price went up 30%, 10%, then 30% as of this morning, depending on which time of the day you may have been looking at. Inexperienced and experienced investors will have different points of views. The inexperienced will jump and buy loads of it, not considering the possibility that there could be a correction. The experienced trader will wait it out or buy a small amount, knowing that the price will consolidate to a lower level. It is not a guarantee it will do that, but many traders will take the profit. The experienced trader doesn't fall in love with the investment. Remember that a crypto doesn't know that you own it. It will go up and go down with or without your knowledge. Unlike the stock market, there's no break in between for the crypto investor. It is always active, so it is much harder to get any sleep. In short, It is always important to remember to always do your own research. Remember, there are always others playing the game. And do not fall in love with your investment. What goes up quickly may just go down just as fast. If you do not think an investment is worth placing your hard-earned cash into, don't. It's your money, and you are ultimately the person responsible for it. Thank you for listening to Crypto Intuition, the only on-the-go podcast that has info, insight, and analysis all in one. All that in under 8 minutes or less. Google Crypto Intuition or go to anchor.fm/cryptointuition. Make sure you listen to my previous episodes. Till next time.